Coming up a little short.
It's the only way you get a pass.
That sounds accurate.
You don't even want to know what happened at the Quiznos, so.
You don't. Oh, they got the subs. They're
Quiznos
$1 off.
mascot.
So
What the
great.
fuck?
Those things are goddamn menaces.
I don't know anything about
Really, the
this.
toaster oven was the big problem.
All right.
They'll just let you put anything in there if you ask.
And then he was
Have you
confused
seen-
about Schlotzskys and Schlongskys. No.
There it is. It's on the stream right now. If you
I
look
do
at the
love
overlay,
Schlotzskys.
you can
Yeah.
see
Pretty good.
that's
Is
what
that
the
what we're going to turn Sasnax into?
that's what we're gonna,
Schlonskys?
we're gonna it's going to be called
Schlonskys.
Schlongskys.
Oh,
Schlonskys.
I just want to say copyright now.
Right under the kobold.
Yeah, it's ours. Stay away from it. I guess we're here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the goddamn show. I kicked the audio on right before Joe said it's got to be a foot long. So
Oh, so they
Oh.
got all of it then.
okay, sure.
yeah,
They
That's
got
good.
the full foot.
they got the full. Well, not if it's at Subway. Those came up a little short.
They do.
Those
They
were
do.
the foot longs.
It
well,
was
if
the
you,
lack
if
of
you
yoga
start
got
and then
sued.
it goes up and over and then down, you measure
Yeah.
the curvature of it.
Oh.
Mhm.
Measured like a nope.
You know what? If it's good enough to measure our
John?
planet, it's good enough to
That's
measure a
right.
dong.
No.
John,
Oh no!
But
End of that line was measured
John.
like a but
wow, so we're not measuring it like the
You
flat
round up.
suburbs, the flat subways, people.
No, it's not the flat suburbs. They're protected by an ice wall, so you can't get their sandwiches. Oh,
Don't worry, we're coming for them. Us and the dragons and whoever else is on Game of Thrones.
that sounds right.
That's actually what it's all
and the
about.
flat earthers. That's our
It's
Legion
a-
army. Because that's what surrounds the flat earth is the ice wall. So
Yeah, we're
Subways?
after their flat subs.
yeah.
Subs. Hi everyone,
Flat
welcome
earthers.
to the show. It's gonna be a fucking night. I'm getting sick, so thoughts aren't thoughting well. And Dan's had a hell of a day. And the rest
There's
of us
not enough
exist.
thoughts and prayers for any of us at this point.
Yeah.
Not even with a whole new department for
Not even with a whole
Not
new
even with that.
department for it.
Anyway,
let's blow some shit up, bite something, I
gosh.
don't know, roll some dice.
Pour
I don't
water
know
on
if we'll actually be
myself.
rolling any dice tonight.
Is that on the agenda?
It's not on my agenda.
No.
Here, this I'm gonna click.
So
some
should I just
buttons.
go ahead and get into the good beer then? Because today
Yes.
needs it.
Get into
Yes.
get into your beer,
Get into
man.
the good beer, Dan.
yes.
Do not hold back.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing out of the fridge.
What did you grab?
I
Did you
should have
grab
got
the
beer
ketchup?
tonight.
No,
The
I grabbed
shitty
the
beer.
lager, and I don't want a lager.
What am I drinking? I've got a
wow.
New Belgium triple Belgian style ale.
There's too many things to grab here. The owl bear will hold my spot until I get back.
Is it the Yingling that you didn't desire? Is it that lager?
No, it's the brand is New
No.
Belgium.
No, I mean this
April's-
one's for April.
It's still. We haven't even touched the cooler. We haven't emptied the water. Nothing. It's just all still in there.
It's probably growing mold at this rate. At least drain it.
No, don't drain it.
I didn't think
That's
about
gonna
that. Now I don't want to think about that. Thanks.
Ew.
Please go drain it if you're gonna bring me that beer.
Don't drain it.
It's a new
You just want to scrape
ecosystem.
the mold right off the top.
Players,
Yeah.
did you just have a journal page open up for you?
Yes.
It brings a new meaning to
Oh, yeah.
beer cheese, I guess.
It's not really beer cheese if it's mold.
No, it's just the mold, but I mean,
It's beer.
It's got to be cultured in any respect.
Yeah.
so we have
Your
to
cooler
read it
is
a
very
book first.
cultured.
Yeah, it needs to wear a monocle.
Yeah.
Do we have to
Yeah.
read it a book first,
Okay.
or here's tonight's beer?
I've got 2 of those in my Frigibox right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
As I'm getting older, my ability to process extremely dark and thick beers is in decline.
That's what I'm worried about, but I'll find out tonight.
Yeah.
There you go.
On the one
they're,
hand, that sucks. On the other hand, it's cheaper now.
It is. I can't. That's why I still have
Mhm.
2 of those in my fridge because I've had them there for like 2 months now or some shit.
Oh
'cause,
no. Well, that's
Like
not
I
wow.
encouraging
drank
for
2 of
Daniel.
them, and then I was like, the next day, like my stomach is fucking killing me. Like I can't, not with the super dark beers anymore.
Yeah, when we used to play at the house, I feel like we would put them away like a trash can, pretty much. Probably a few too many of them, in fact.
Yeah.
And we did it every week.
Yeah. Okay. So
Youth and healthy liver.
healthy livers, who needs them? I'm just gonna wait
Fuck 'em.
until Cyberpunk shows up for realsies and they can do quick clone organ replacement.
Yep.
And
I can't wait to subscribe to my organs.
yeah.
Oh
You
my
gotta
God,
you gotta
yeah.
send Apple $3 a month to keep your organs working.
Yeah, we'll have,
Yup.
liver tube and
You
kidney
know,
plus.
Fast
that is-
track
that
to
is
Repo the
what-
Genetic Opera.
what
Yeah.
Cyberpunk and who wrote Neuromancer, Gibson, that's what
Yeah.
we didn't predict was the subscription model, because like all those cybernetic parts, oh man, that would be such a subscription service.
Listen,
Oh,
Well, they missed the mark on harvesting organs from clones when they could have been just charging you for your organs the entire time.
well, no, you see, you get your first set free.
Mhm.
And then when you need to replace that set, you got to pay an upfront fee, and then there is a monthly subscription.
But there's like a 3-month trial period where it's free.
Yeah, well, you got to
Mhm.
keep your subscription to keep the firmware updates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Listen, all I
Otherwise,
know is
drift in
that
your arm.
if it's any of the external replacements, especially the down there bits, you can't get
Mhm.
the base
Dangly
level
bits.
subscription. You got to get the next step up, or you get it with ads.
Yeah, you don't want the
How do you-
dangly. You don't want the dangly bits regular subscription, or even
April.
just the plus dangly
April's
bits.
curious about the ads.
It's very easy. Whenever
No.
that part becomes interacted with, you
just
get
a big screen
3
comes
minutes
up
of
and-
activity and then 20 seconds of ads. It's got a
And you
little
can't skip it.
subdermal light display so it can scroll text, and it's got a little
At the very
speaker
least, you can
built
have
in.
the option to have targeted ads, though, so that's good.
Mhm.
They will.
Next
ask
thing you
to
know, they're gonna
get
get
your-
ads for a chlamydia medication.
That's probably the targeted ads.
It's
It
probably
really
the targeted
is.
ad.
And
Yeah.
they will of course ask if they can collect cookie data, your location and
They're
Mhm.
already getting that. Like it's always very entertaining. I find it very funny when Ashley and I will be talking about something, and like it's not something we're looking up on the internet, not something we're doing on the computer. We'll be talking face to face, and then like a
Mhm.
day or two later, we'll start getting like ads and shit for it, because it's like either one of our TVs is listening or our phones are listening. It's probably our phones, and then our phones,
All of them.
it's all listening.
Mhm.
We have Google Home devices,
Absolutely
and
not.
phones, and TVs, and remotes, and I'm sure not a one of them is listening to everything I'm saying right now.
Are you
I still
wearing
remember-
headphones, Dan?
I am, and I'm sure they're not listening to me either.
Okay, never mind.
We're you gonna yell at my wife or something? She's not in here.
Oh no, I was going to yell at your Google Home.
Oh, it's right there. There's also an Alexa right there.
Yeah,
That's
but you
also
got
not
headphones
listening.
in, so it's not going to do any good. I remember the
That's
one
right.
time on stream when I did that to Dan, and I said, "Hey Google, play Limp Bizkit," and
It did.
but your kid was up there going to sleep, listening to
It
sleepy
played it
time
on her
noise,
speaker.
and it played it on her speaker.
It didn't play it on the one down here. It played it on the one in her room, and she was very not happy.
Oh no.
That was
Sucks.
fun.
which song did it play?
Probably
don't
Nookie.
actually remember.
If you tell any device to play Limp Bizkit, it's going to play you Nookie
Just by default. Yeah,
just by default.
Yeah.
That's the start of every Limp Bizkit playlist.
It should be.
probably.
Oh no.
So yeah,
Wahaba.
The Google Home in the other room picked it up, and it's playing Limp Bizkit now.
Good job, Google.
I don't think I'm
You-
connected to it anymore.
You do your thing, Google. You just keep on.
It's so stupid.
I remember like
Google Home.
10 years ago when phones and stuff first started doing that. And
Oh, it was playing break stuff.
Hmm.
It's another
came
good one.
home for Christmas, and my dad was sick, and he was on the couch, and I had been driving all day for like 9 hours, and it was super late at night, like 11 o'clock, and he was just up on the couch, and he was watching all these videos of birds on YouTube. I was like, "Hey, Dad." He's like, "I've never watched a video of birds in my life, but I've been talking about birds, and now it's recommending me videos on birds." Like, cool, nice to see you too, Dad.
The government drones.
Oh my gosh, that still reminds me. There's a fucking Apple Safari commercial. I gotta fucking find it because I hate this commercial so much.
That sounds accurate. It's like the Microsoft Edge of Apple.
Let's do Apple Safari.
I love all the psychotic AI commercials that are coming out where they're like, "Oh, did you forget to buy your husband a gift? Like, generate a shitty photo album for their birthday."
All right, let's make sure. Okay, YouTube's muted. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put it in the episode discussion, so you all can watch it. I think the visuals, like, because it's got fucking security cameras that turn into birds. That's just funny. But there's a fucking
I've seen
sound.
that one, yeah.
There's a fucking sound. It's when the lady's sitting on the couch and one of the birds sits next to her, and she screams, and it's with the meat, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. There you go. There's the commercial. It's in the episode discussion. I like that we haven't made any progress on anything today. That's
Yeah.
a good sign.
Yeah, don't worry. I put my notes in for the plans for tonight.
Yeah. So Kat, I did open the Discord. Yes, we are playing tonight.
Allegedly.
Eventually.
Allegedly.
Oh, you forgot to post it.
See what you wrote there, Dan.
You are right. There you go. I had it typed in. I just never hit enter. Okay. Let's do something. We took our votes. The votes came out. So one of you explain to me what the plan is for this fucking rabbit.
Oh yeah, there's a rabbit.
There's a rabbit.
I want to roll the dice to fix it.
We're gonna strap it to a rocket ship and blast off.
That's the plan. That's what won the vote. You're gonna head down to fucking Lake Town, because supposedly there's a wizard there by the name of Reen who has the ability to create vessels to send shit off the planet. So you were going to head down there and talk to Reen, get a rocket built, stick the rabbit in the rocket, and then send that rabbit to space, ridding yourself of
Vampire rabbit.
Yeah. So I guess I made a plan. So there we do. We confirmed the plan. Now we're going to talk about, I'm going to go through to each of you, either on the journey to Reen or while helping Reen or in the process of launching the rabbit into space. Each of you tell me something that your character is going to be doing during that. And do I have a victims table? We've gone this entire campaign and I've never made a victims table.
You
Why would you
fix
do
that
this?
now.
randomly assigned it.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Jake, god damn it, you son of a bitch. That's a genius idea. Look, that's from the last fight. She's not there. That's not there. That guy's dead. That guy's not there. There's what? 6 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This initiative still exists. Let's clear out initiative. And we'll roll initiative, and we'll just go in initiative order.
Wow,
Oh,
somebody's
someone got
excited.
it.
Hey,
Good God.
Okay, Bitey with the 33.
Always.
So this
Sadie.
is the journey down, yeah, or whatever.
Okay. I guard Rowan's hair from Basil. It may be an Aphra.
Okay, that's fair.
But, you know, Maybe Basil wants to go on the rocket ship. And if he wants to go on the rocket ship, he can take the dice.
That would be tempting, actually.
Okay. Well, there you go. You guard Rowan's hair, and then when you get the rocket ship built, like, so you travel down there, the trip's fine. You meet up with this batshit crazy wizard, and
We like him.
Yeah, he sends you on a few trips around town to gather supplies, and you build a little
Pepper
rocket.
shakers in every pocket.
Fucking pepper shakers everywhere. A little rocket.
To the moon.
To the moon. Rowan, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. I mean, theoretically, I don't know that I have the dice, so I know I have the vampire rabbit, but
Anytime you get into your hair, like to get something out, you hear like psychic whispers of a rabbit urging you to do terrible things.
I feel like you would have put together that you have the dice last session when Miss Katrina.
I mean, there's certainly been some strong implications
I think
at this point.
the implications have been strong enough that you can no longer ignore it. And Rowan, you would be in fact aware that the dice are in your hair.
Now I'm consciously aware of them,
Yes.
Mhm.
despite my best efforts to not be.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
he's just been lurking around you this entire time, and you're like, why? Nothing.
so Rowan, yeah, what would you be doing?
I mean, I guess probably very similar. Protect the wig. Protect my life. I don't want to die.
Okay, that's fair.
I think everybody's gonna murder me for the dice.
I don't think
won't let
everybody's going to murder you.
I think half of the party's going to murder me
One
for the dice.
person.
All right. Kuro, what would you be up to?
There's an interesting line drawn of who has contracts and who doesn't.
That's fair. Yeah. Kuro?
Having learned to speak with the deceased, I will now put this ability into practice and discover that I just really, 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 really don't like people.
Okay.
Just now,
I will vow to never speak to them again.
I speak
And
to
by
dead
people,
and they're all assholes.
Yeah, dead people are just people, and they're terrible.
Are we
It's-
people too?
yeah, what's your definition of people?
Are you taking a vow of silence?
Pretty much.
Okay. Kuro's
So
going
you
to be
talk to-
taking a vow of silence. Not for anything good. He just fucking hates talking to people.
So you'll talk to Basil?
Yeah, is Basil a people?
Basil, I think, will count. Yeah, Basil's not people. He's a plant.
Okay.
Okay,
But he's conscious.
barely.
Well, you're not. So there.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh, I'm not. Oh, how did that go for you?
oh no. Okay. Basil, what's up, man?
I think the main thing Basil wants to do is ask his dad about what to do about the rabbit and tell him about the dice and all that. Like he just kind of wants to spill the beans on
Okay.
everything.
You get
Just
back.
Basil it up.
Your father's
Just-
very happy because not only did the thing burn down, he
Oh yeah.
woke-
Also, we don't know what happened.
yeah.
So
There
he'd
was
wanna
a
know about that.
fire, and he did go ahead and waken the forest, and then just flattened any survivors in the area.
Which there couldn't have been
Jesus,
many
okay.
because we took a lot of them with us.
You took only like 30 people with you. That was a large settlement. I mean, easily.
I assumed
could've
a
been-
lot of them died in the fire that
Yeah.
was
Maybe
encapsulating
some
the
of
entire
them.
town.
Yeah. I mean, Basil's dad easily has a kill count in 3 digits from that.
Mm.
Yeah, so he's
So
in
we
a pretty
weren't
good
even the
mood.
worst thing that happened.
Yeah.
Running riot.
Kill-tacular, or no, kill-pocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would probably be.
So yeah, he's in a good mood. He'll give you some advice. He's just like, that rabbit sounds fucked. If it can infect a rabbit, that means any animal is susceptible. If it was just a a people problem, then he wouldn't
Mhm.
give too much of a shit. Throwing the rabbit onto Unicorn Island, those unicorns are assholes, but they don't deserve it.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm also scared of a unicorn becoming a vampire.
yeah,
Vampire,
That
yeah.
sounds scary.
But like that's an unholy marriage that should never be.
yeah. Trapping a kraken back in that place to guard the rabbit, also not fair to the kraken.
Yeah.
Zeus won't show up on camera.
Oh no. But your plan to launch it into space on a rocket made of metal, that gets rid of more metal. It removes the problem from the planet. And other than the rabbit, no animals are harmed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it potentially turns into a space vampire, which isn't our problem for
There are
probably
some
a
magic
while.
dice that could potentially save the rabbit, and that's what I want to do. But I need access to them.
Yeah. He would need to know more, and he would want to investigate, as in up close and personal, hold the dice to try and study
Mhm.
them.
Give him the.
Yeah. So he's not going to say anything on that one way or the other. Those would be something he would want to spend some time with.
Okay.
Okay. Grung.
I am protecting the rabbit with all my life.
Okay.
The
So you're
bat with the
also
rabbit in it.
guarding Rowan's hair.
Yes.
The most precious hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Afa.
I think everyone's got it pretty well handled.
Yeah. Just along for the ride.
I suppose so. Like, I'll get some jazzy background tunes, you know,
Okay.
set the ambiance.
Nice.
There you go. Okay. So let's
Like,
say
I'm not-
you got great tunes, all the pieces come together, and it's time. You pull the rabbit out of the hair, put it in the ship.
Yeah, it'd be cliched if we took the rabbit out of the hat. So
Yeah. No, you pull it out of the hair. The hair
rabbit in
comes
the
out of the
box
hair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A weird turducken.
Yeah, very weird
Yeah.
turducken. Does anything else go on the rocket ship?
I think the dice could probably go on the rocket ship.
Oh, yep.
No,
I take the dice and
Yes.
put them on
No.
If the dice go on the rocket ship, Basil wants to go on the rocket ship.
Okay.
if the dice go on the rocket ship, the vampire bunny will figure out how to use it.
Do you think a vampire buddy
What?
can figure out how to use dice?
Yes.
I can't figure
What
out how
if-
to use dice.
first.
It's an
What if-
ancient vampire inhibiting the body of a rabbit. It will
What
figure it out.
What if they're taped to the front of it?
The rabbit?
The rocket.
No, the
Damn it.
dice. So
So
they're
you gotta
outside of,
realize,
like, if they're outside of the rocket ship.
Wait, so if they're outside of the
Oh.
rocket ship, if they get blown off, then by proxy, did we roll the dice?
yes.
Yes. Is it you just want to know if the dice get rolled?
I don't think they need to go on the rocket ship.
Okay, all right.
I have an idea.
What's that?
I have an idea that'll solve this. One die goes on the rocket ship and we keep the other one here.
Do
Oh,
they,
so in theory, you can't ever roll them.
I
do they
like
work
that.
Well, would they still work if you just have one of the die?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Nope. Only one way to find out, though. But it's probably our best bet.
How about we give this as a test? I will roll one of them.
I'll roll the other one.
No,
No.
because that might be that might constitute a roll. We'll just roll one of them and see what happens, and then we'll put the other one on the ship. Like into the structure of it, not just like
Yeah.
loose in the ship, but like
Okay.
packed into
So let's say you go through the testing. One
where
dice
Basil
is,
can't get it.
one dice is firmly held, so it cannot be
More
rolled.
dangerous, more dangerous than the rabbit is Basil.
The other die is rolled, and nothing happens.
And then someday, when for some reason the rocket ship is wrecked and the dice has rolled across some planet, it's just me who's screwed with a wish.
Or something horrible.
Or something horrible. Probably
Rocket
that.
goes
It's me.
askew directly into Unicorn Island.
Someday in the future, a specter of death shows up for.
Yeah. Okay. So you do your experiment. One die is not rolled. The other die is rolled. Nothing happens. Do you all go through with the plan of putting one of the die in the structure of the ship and then one of you keeps the other?
I feel like that's actually a pretty sound idea. Like,
I like that.
Okay. Who keeps the die that stays on the planet?
I mean, do I tuck it back into my wig?
I don't know. Maybe. Aoife and Basil both want it too. So
I want the die.
I know, but
it's
they're
disarmed
crazy.
right now.
But they're crazy.
Just give Basil the one.
Yeah.
That'll make him happy.
Let's just give them a different one.
No, we're going to have fun with this. Eventually, Rowan gives in and gives Basil the die that remains on the planet.
Why is this being made up for me?
Because I want some more chaos in this. You're being too safe.
I feel like that's a historically me sort of thing to do.
Yeah.
Debauchery, Dan. Come on.
Yeah. We got to
That's the
scrape the
next
bottom
game.
of the barrel. Okay. The
Well,
rocket
I'm savoring that cream on the top now.
rocket blasts off. The rabbit is never seen again in your lifetime.
It may or may not be in another
actually,
party's
it does make
lifetime.
sense for it to. It may as well give it to Basil anyway, because he'll outlive everyone here.
Will
That's the
true.
problem.
Yeah, he's a plant.
Mhm.
He's incredibly long-lived. I only lived for like 6 years.
Mhm. And Basil's relatively early in his lifespan.
Yeah.
Basil's got a couple more thousand years in him.
All right, so
Yeah.
here's a real random technical question. Since I rolled one of the die and eventually something could happen to this other one, when I'm dead, do I still get an outcome from rolling the dice when I'm dead?
Which die did you roll? The one that you put on the ship or the one that we have?
I in my mind, I rolled the one that we're keeping.
Okay.
Well, Dan, we'll get to that. It's not time to answer that question yet.
The first thing Basil does when he gets the die is he rolls it. Multiple times.
And nothing
see if
happens.
anything happens.
Nothing happens. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go reverse order on the overlay. So we're going to start with Aoife. After the vampire rabbit has been removed from the planet, your grand adventure is kind of coming to an end. What's next for Aoife?
She's going to adopt Timmy the orphan and travel the countryside with him, swindling towns via her beautiful music playing and traumatizing the children.
Okay.
How are
Just
you
like
traumatizing
Timmy?
Because
Timmy,
of the shadow demon.
Oh,
Yeah,
Timmy
just
Shadow.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
Okay.
Timmy.
He's
Okay.
he's my sweet perfect boy.
Yeah, he grows up to be a great batshit thief / bard.
Great.
Akuro, what's next for you?
I think he'll retire. He'll retire to a nice little town,
Okay.
probably full of people that he'll never talk to, and just develop a really bad reputation as being something of an asshole.
Okay. Just the village curmudgeon that doesn't talk to anyone except for a strange plant.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get behind that. Grung?
I'm gonna go back to the monastery. No, you know what? I'm gonna go exploring the ancestral homelands. I want to learn
Okay.
more about my father.
You head north. Over time, you find that your family, your line, descends from an ancient orc king. Who, God damn it, do I have his name written down? Let's check. It should be.
So which one of our orcs from our previous campaigns?
Was there?
Chris's orc.
Yeah, Chris had an
Oh.
Yeah.
orc.
His
Grom or
father. What's that?
I can't remember what his name was.
I don't remember either. But yeah, you find out that he was overthrown by some greedy company-loving dicks, and yeah, you go back north to reclaim your family's honor and rights, and you spend your life fighting to drive off people who want to monetize your homeland and restore your family's name.
All right.
All right, Bitey.
We're skipping Rowan?
No, we're
And
going in
Basil?
reverse order of the overlay.
Oh, you're zigzagging. Okay.
Yeah.
So Bitey, having the Kraken poison, is going to go Kraken hunting.
Oh.
And when he finds it, he eats the Kraken poison and then gets the Kraken to eat him. So that, well, if you spill it in the water, it's not going to work. So you got to poison the food.
Yeah.
And it's not going to affect me, and I can survive being chewed on for a while. And I will.
In fact, you probably eat him from the inside out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
My way out. Yeah.
Here is what we're going to do. We're going to do a fortitude save.
Okay.
Bitey's going to give us a fortitude save.
Sure, I can do that.
You go to the lizard people. They take you out to the Kraken's hunting ground.
Oh, God.
Do you want to spend a hero point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, we should have gotten one.
Yeah.
At the start of the session.
Well, we should have got one at the start. And
Yeah.
You want to spend a hero point?
I do. Spend another one.
Much better. Okay, that is great. You get the lizard people to take you out. You wait for the Kraken to rise up, and then you just dive into its beak.
Oh, yeah.
You down the poison. The Kraken chews, you bleed, the Kraken dies. But there's something strange that happens with the Kraken poison. It doesn't harm you, but it's soaking, like you kill it and the corpse drops and sinks to the bottom of the ocean. And some strange mixture of just devouring an ungodly amount of Kraken flesh and Kraken poison gives Bitey an absurdly long lifetime for a goblin. It's
like
probably
12 years?
Probably like 4 or 5 years until you finally chew your way through the flesh of the Kraken. And
Bitey eats for ages.
It's like James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah. When you break through, the ocean starts to run in, but the methane gas, as this thing has been decomposing, rockets you out, and just the ocean farts, and up comes Bitey. And Bitey, just this strange mixture, will live on to be, the 100-year-old goblin.
The oldest of goblins, the elder of elders.
I'm the old wise one now.
The old wise one. But the thing is, like beavers, your teeth keep growing as you age.
I gotta keep chewing. Yeah.
So by the time, 50, 60 years go by, it's almost like a shark. You've just got rows and rows and rows of gnarly ass goblin teeth ready to consume everything.
Yeah, the eater of eaters.
The goblin that ate the world.
That's what I was just thinking. Bitey eats world. Okay. Rowan, what's for you afterwards?
Honestly, I had nothing really special in mind.
Fine.
A lot of my skill stuff I was putting towards crafting and gunsmithing, and that was sort of
after
the thing we were doing.
After the Kraken is slain, eventually those fuckers return, whatever the hell they were.
Just become a nobody.
You get the eyes out of them, and you're eventually able to craft that gun.
Yay, a gun. Woo, but no friends.
If you check your inventory.
I'll check on you in a few years when I get out of the Kraken.
Yeah. Go ahead and just take a shot with your new Pistol of Wonder.
Oh, let me see how quickly I can nat one this shit.
Yeah, just don't read it. Just shoot.
I have no ammunition, so I can't.
God damn.
Damn.
There, now shoot.
Click.
At last, misfire.
Good God.
That's a great shot. Let's see.
my.
Okay, roll me a percentile. 18. That's okay.
Do I need to spend a hero point to make it more dangerous?
No. So the first time you shoot that, when you hit someone, they go flying 30 feet away from you. It
that's
just hits
exciting.
like a fucking freight. You go and you shoot someone else. Don't roll the roll in the hit. We'll say you hit. Roll me another percentile.
Okay, we'll just have fun with it.
93.
Oh, there we go.
I
That
like
one's
that
at
a
the
lot
top.
more. Oh shit. The second time
They,
you
they
shoot
explode
it,
in 1,000 chicken nuggets.
no. Your skin
I mean, we can always wish.
becomes thick and leathery. You now permanently have resistance 10 to all physical damage.
Oh, good God. Permanently?
Yes. Listen, let's just say if you were to ever roll a 58, it transforms you into a dinosaur.
With a gun.
With a gun. So yeah.
I'm so disappointed that we didn't get to do anything with this.
I know. It just, the way you guys picked what the outcomes were, we never had a chance for you to get your hands on it.
Damn.
Because the arrival of Athena and then immediately her going, let's go. And you all were like on board. Yeah, just never had a chance to happen. But that's okay.
I roll the dice. I wish to go backwards in time and have the gun and replay the campaign with it. No.
There you go.
A new game plus.
Yeah, new game plus.
That's right.
There we
That's
go.
my wish. New game plus.
New
So
game
yeah,
plus.
you travel around as the
You're bored with
crazy
it.
magical pistol wielding quarterling, 3/4ling.
3/4 leg.
Eventually you team back up with Bitey, come across Afa and Temi traveling around. You come across a Kuro at some point, but he doesn't talk to you.
That's understandable. I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
I cry every night,
yeah,
but I understand.
yeah, Grung has traveled off to the north. And we come to Basil. Basil, what's next for Basil?
Did you see what I asked you in the message?
I don't think planets survive in space, Basil.
Yeah, I see what you asked. And Miss Katrina says we don't need to do anything.
Okay.
Oh,
So, what? God damn it! Get fuck off.
that lady. If I ever see her in my future, I'm going to make fun of her still.
Okay.
I also don't know what happened to my contract with her.
You fulfilled it.
We did the important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You killed the person in the Snake Tower, and you burnt down the trading camp.
Mhm.
Those were the two things she really wanted. So, you got some spells, and you got some fire immunity.
I still make fun of her whenever I see her.
As you should. So, Basil,
Mhm.
other than that question, what would Basil be doing after?
He wants to go on adventures with both Miss Katrina and then just try and travel because there's like the magic frog and there's lots of other
Yeah.
like, crazy creatures in the world. Basil wants to be friends with all of them.
Okay. So, yeah, you're going to start traveling the world, making friends with all sorts of fucked up creatures. It's not very long on your adventures, maybe a month in.
Mhm.
One day, it's evening, you're out looking at the stars with Miss Katrina, and Miss Katrina says, like, here comes your shooting star. As you see, a little star gets larger and brighter as it's a little tiny die-sized meteorite hits the ground a few feet from you.
Wow. How'd you know that was coming back?
Because they're a set. They always find their way back to each other.
What
Right.
about the rabbit? Is he okay?
No, he's fucked. Not only is that rabbit out in space, I'm guessing this dice probably tore its way out of the spacecraft to make its way back here.
Created a vacuum.
So we shrapnel bombed. the sun with a rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just doing its thing, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it just shot
Critical
out.
hole failure.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Hmm.
rabbit is now in a derelict pile of rubble floating somewhere in the universe.
It's a D55, right?
It's a D55.
What is it
All
for
right.
me or is it for
Actually,
you, Basil?
How do I roll? Oh wait, it'd be D.
Just roll slash
2d5?
space
2d5s.
2d5, and we'll just
Yeah.
we'll just work with it from there.
We'll do
All right.
this. I think this does it. Yeah.
That did. You got a 44.
Question, is that roll for you or is that roll for me?
No,
He is
it's
the one actively rolling it.
Yeah, your single die roll really didn't count. It wasn't
Mhm.
banking
Okay.
that other die.
All right.
Yeah,
It's,
both
Yeah.
of
What did it
them.
land on
Yeah,
when it came back to her?
no, both of them have to be rolled simultaneously with intent for it to activate.
All right.
That
I
way,
just
if you
figured I'd try to throw out my little chaos there.
no, I appreciate it, but it's not needed in this instance. So you got a
Boo.
44.
I was ready to die.
Well, that there, you just gain a level and you get a magic item. So,
Oh, sweet.
you get a cool hat or something like that.
Hmm.
So now,
Something that helps him travel would be cool.
yeah, like I don't know, maybe some little tiny plant boots that help you move fast.
Something like that. That'd be
Okay.
cool.
But you didn't get your wish. Are you gonna roll again?
Yeah, I want to save the bunny, and she said I could do that.
Yep, she did. 41. Oh, this isn't gonna affect you at all. You lose all of your non-magical possessions, including wealth and property.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
his chalk.
That's basically
don't have
Yes.
his chalk anymore.
Yeah.
Your
I
chalk
lost all my
and your
money.
coins. Your coins are probably already gone. You probably already just
I
gave
doubt
them.
there's no
I think-
way I survived for more than 2 days on my own without.
I think
giving all my
Afa
money
had
to
all of
someone.
his money anyways, and
Yeah.
I doubt he ever got any more. So
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got?
Oh my god.
Do I astral project again?
Yep.
I think that's what the 55 was.
Yep. Basil's
that?
little plant body collapses onto the ground. Miss Katrina will spend the next few centuries working to return Basil to physical form. As Basil just
All
zips
right.
around the fucking multiverse.
Mhm.
out
Maybe
in
Make friends
space.
that way.
Yeah. Luckily, your body's pretty it regulates itself. Like you're going to
Yeah.
take some root and you're just going to be a very large basil plant out in a field somewhere.
I don't know. a
Space
couple
Basil
centuries later,
coast to coast.
He might be in somebody's lawn and they just mowed his body down.
Could be. He'll grow back.
Mhm.
Unless
Yeah.
you think he's
Base-
a weed.
Yes, it's Space Basil coast to coast.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Basil
Well.
spends the next few centuries, his mind out in space, learning all sorts of terrible eldritch things from the horrible space entities that he somehow befriends.
Yes.
Yep.
Fortunately, I'm long dead before Basil's back to make another wish.
If you
Ew.
keep
Or maybe
shooting,
Basil's
that
gonna
may
come
not
back
be
as a
true.
warlock.
What's that?
Basil's coming back as a warlock.
Probably. I was going to say, Dan, if you keep shooting, that may not be true. Who knows what that gun will do for you?
Oh my.
Anyway,
Maybe I need to read it.
yeah, you might. Anyway, but yeah, and that's how we'll wrap the campaign. Do any of you have any closing words or remarks on the campaign?
I mean, I had a fun time.
was fun.
I suck at Pathfinder. I'll just be honest. I get overwhelmed with choice.
Yeah, that's easy to do. I
I've
really
realized
like.
that's
Go
my
ahead.
problem. I get overwhelmed with choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Pathfinder is a really great system, especially if you're the kind of person who prepares.
It's not me.
And it's not me.
It's none of us.
John
Except
prepares.
for maybe John.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's
Hey,
some of us.
That's a reason why I kept being like, if y'all want to sit down with me, I'll help you make a character. You just tell me what you want. I'll do
Yeah.
the thing.
John can do it.
I don't like to put that on people.
Well,
I don't mind. I enjoy it. I'm the nerd who sits around and makes 30 characters because I just want to fuck around with the system and make shit. I have like so many characters made on the Pathfinder app.
nice.
You just be like,
so
I don't want to do this. Here you go.
I will try to take advantage of that more effectively in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
I like being able to play Basil.
I
Very fun.
really demand that Basil returns for future campaigns.
Basil was
He'll come back.
absolute chaos.
I
and-
fucking love Basil. I
but
would love.
I liked it.
He was chaotic lawful.
He was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to play sometime. We're going to make John run some game in the future where you can bring back Basil and I'll bring back Morthos. Because I just know my evil fucking asshole warlock is going to love Basil.
Yeah.
They would probably get along well.
We get Conrad.
Just like Miss Katrina does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have an oh.
But
Damn
now
it, Chuck.
I have to bring my cleric back to be the only person in opposition to the three of you.
Because I've been kicking around reconverting or converting a Pathfinder First Edition set of modules, and you are technically the bad guys.
That could work. I like
Technically, I've run it before. It's
one of my favorite returning characters besides Kozel is Morthos, my evil warlock, who
and you're not
It's a great
necessarily evil. It's just that those in power don't approve of perhaps your religion or other things.
oh no,
Or
there's no
things that you do.
no doubt that Morthos is pure evil. My favorite Morthos story was this when you were running it, Joe, or when Alex was?
I'm not sure.
When we went in, we had to question someone, so we went in,
Hmm.
we killed his family.
I was in that game.
Yeah. And after I killed his family, I did my mask of many faces and
I think that was
changed
Alex.
It might have been Alex. I changed
I think
into
it
his
was.
dead wife. Because he was also dead at that point. Or maybe I didn't kill. I killed him, but I didn't kill his family. I changed
Mhm.
into his wife, and then I did speak with dead to convince him that I was his wife to question him. It was a really
I'm your
horrible.
dead wife.
That was also the campaign where we blocked all the exits on a bar and lit it on fire.
I was not there for that session specifically.
Was
My
that the
character
one that
was
my sister was
the
playing
good
in?
I
guy.
think so. I
She-
think Allie was there for that.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one where she crit failed a warning shot right into a
Yes.
guy's head.
Nuked
Yeah.
someone in the face with a fireball. I remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So this will be the wrap for this campaign. Next week, we are going to be starting a new campaign. It's going to be Cyberpunk. We're using the Cyberpunk Red system. We are kind of sort of playing it in the Cyberpunk 2020 lines. I just don't want to play in the Apocalypse Cyberpunk. We could go up to 2077, but I'm not going to. And the timeline's going to be mushy because I'm not going to study what really happened in every year. It's going to be our own special timeline.
Yeah.
And
Cyberpunk vibe.
Cyberpunk vibe. We're kind of sort of going to be playing through the adventures from fucking Christ, what's the name of that book? Night City Stories. But just imagine Cyberpunk is getting really freaky in a dirty bathroom with the gang from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's what we're aiming for.
I feel like we're the right kind of people to deliver on that. Which I'm not sure if
think
that's
so.
a compliment or not, but
I don't know, but we'll find out.
It's a statement.
It's a statement. Yeah. And we're also going to
There's
be
a spider. Spider.
I don't think I really need to put it out there, but just so everyone's aware, especially people watching, we're going to be doing our own thing with the rules, because
Especially
rules-
hacking.
especially
Some
hacking.
of them are rough.
Hacking is getting well chopped down to make it a lot more usable. Usable. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Anyone else got anything to say before we wrap this?
I don't know. It's always nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
It's
Go to
fun.
the
Nothing that won't
Discord.
get us in
It was
trouble.
very fun.
Talk
Yeah.
to us about stuff.
Okay.
Basil will definitely come back.
Very good. Let's see.
Basil would absolutely that game too. As
Yeah.
is with Chuck's character.
So John.
Yeah.
Sunday and Wednesday.
Sunday and Wednesday. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Sunday we'll be doing Dragonbane. That's my plan.
Yeah. Cross my fingers.
Which
There we go.
should be very fun. And then Wednesday, more Savage Rifts. And they get to fight some creepy looking critters.
Yeah. Then Friday we'll be back this time slot, but this time playing Cyberpunk. And Joe, what happens next Saturday?
Next Saturday we'll be doing Salvage Union. You guys are in your second mission, and you're going to try and harvest some mushrooms off the back of a giant biotitan.
That's it.
So it'll be good. Good to get some kaiju mushrooms.
There you go.
Do you want to point out that next Friday is Valentine's Day, right?
Oh,
It is.
shit. Yeah,
Oh,
it is. Fuck you
It
guys.
is.
I
And
won't
I'm
be
not
here.
ready to.
April won't be here. Okay, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
yeah,
For Cyberpunk.
I'll probably be gone too.
Yeah.
That's a good mention.
But maybe the
yes.
rest of us that don't have to worry about that will do something.
Maybe. Yeah. Ashley and I don't do shit. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go
Sammy
to
doesn't
the-
love me, so we don't
Yeah.
do shit.
Okay.
We
Damn.
normally just don't do
We'll just
anything
do
on
Supermarket
Valentine's
together,
Day.
Chuck. It'll be our own
'Cause it-
special Valentine's
Okay.
Day.
Well,
we'll
I
figure
might
that-
be available too.
There we go.
So
Okay,
'cause
yeah, so nothing on
Valentine's
Friday.
Day's
But
busy
the
and horrible.
Friday after that, Cyberpunk.
We stream Supermarket together.
There we go. And then what else? I was going to say, if you're in the Kansas City area on February 22nd,
That's a day in the future.
it's a Saturday. Somewhere in Kansas City on February 22nd, I'll be giving a demo of my game, Teenage Odyssey. I don't remember
Oh.
what fucking store it's at because Adam schedules that stuff. But
There's
somewhere,
a slim chance I might be there too. Then
Dan might show up for that. There you go. Go join the Canon Otter Discord and figure out where the fuck that's happening at. 'Cause I don't know.
come to Kansas City on February 22nd and go to some store.
Just go to
beat
every game
Chuck
store in Kansas City.
and optionally Daniel.
And it's both sides of Kansas City. We go to game stores in the Kansas side and the Missouri side.
Just go to them all
Just go to them all.
till you find Chuck and Daniel.
That's it. That's the story. That's it.
And many were the stories of the secession wars when Kansas invaded Missouri to reclaim all of their city.
Mhm.
I mean, to be fair, people from Kansas City, Missouri would argue that Kansas City, Kansas is a mockery and that the only true Kansas City is Kansas City, Missouri.
It's the vast
That's why
majority
there's a
of Kansas
war,
City.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
well,
also,
it wouldn't be
but-
the first time Kansas disagreed with Missouri, would it? Oof.
Oh, Sammy gave me 500 bits just to use against you when we start Cyberpunk.
There you go.
Oh wow! Just prepaying for the pain.
Happy Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Yes,
Kansas should invade Arkansas so we could change their name.
I agree.
That's right. There can only be one
You
Kansas.
change it to Kansas 2, right?
What's that?
You change it to Kansas 2.
Yes.
Kansas.
No, there can only be one.
Isn't that just
Kansas.
Nebraska?
2 Kansas.
Two Kansas Sam.
That's it. That's it. All right, we're getting out of here. We'll see you fuckers later. Goodbye, you dicks.